hot dogs, conventionally raised milk and cheese. Carbohydrates. So they're essential food nutrients that give your body, that your body turns into glucose to give you energy. So carbohydrates are made of fiber, sugar, and starches. And there's two types of carbohydrates. We have the simple carbs, and we have the complex carbs. So simple carbs are fast acting. They're easily digestible. So once you ingest them, they get into your system quicker than the complex carbs, and they're perfect for pre-workout, just to give your body that energy before your workouts. And then also really good for post-workout. After your workouts, your glycogen stores are usually depleted. And so what you want to do is get those blood sugar and glucose levels back to your baseline. You want to help aid in muscle recovery and help you avoid gluconeogenesis, which is something where when you don't have any more like glycogen in your glycogen stores, there's no glycogen to be used as like an energy source. Your body will say, okay, we need to find something, and it'll go for like protein and start converting your muscle mass into an energy source. So you actually could lose some muscle. Complex carbs, they're like the meat and potatoes of it. So it provides vitamins, minerals, and fiber that are necessary to your like overall wellness, your overall health. They're longer chain, which means that they take longer to break down, so they give you more energy, sustainable energy throughout your day.
So carbs aren't bad.
No, carbs are not bad. They definitely get a bad rap, but
Are there such things as bad carbs at all?
I think there's like a time and a place.
Okay.
Definitely a time and a place for these bad carbs. Those will be more like in your simple carbs. So like a bagel, like you said, some type of bread. Also simple carbs would be like juice. But I would say there's no such thing as a bad carb. There's a time and a place depending on your goals to incorporate these different types of foods. That's why also if you see like I have it in quotations.
It's my favorite stuff.
I'm telling you, you can eat it if you want. You can definitely fit it in. But so some great choices, veggies and fruit, fresh or frozen. Definitely incorporate those into your diet. Sprouted grain, we're looking at like bread or sprouted bagels. Yeah, exactly. Pastas, English muffins. Trader Joe's.
I like the raisin one.
Yep, that's the best one.
I freeze it. I freeze it and slices. See, I tried.
No, yeah.
That's good.
Hell yeah. Some good choices. Your rice, wild rice, basmati rice. And then with the poorer choices, stay away from IHOP. Waffles, pancakes.
Unnecessary shot at IHOP. Catching strays.
Yeah.
You have wraps in both places.
For which one?
Wraps. You have
Okay, yeah,
three
so-
and four. Oh, and all,
So
all three.
for here, I was talking about sprouted grain
Oh, that type
whole
of
wheat,
wrap. I got you.
and
Okay,
then
okay.
like the white bread.
Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
Like with beans and lentils, do they have a lot of protein?
They definitely have protein. Like if you're having like if you're in a vegan diet,
Right.
that's what you're gonna be incorporating to get a lot of
To
your
get your
protein.
protein.
They do have carbohydrates. Though.
Right. No, that.
Yeah, but they do have protein. I'm not sure of 100% of what the ratio is compared, but I know it's closer than you think.
Okay.
And then we got fats. They serve as your primary energy reserve. Your body needs sources of fat, such as essential fatty acids, to help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. So different types of fats. We got your saturated fats, and these come from your animal-based products. So like your meats, your poultry, your dairy. We have trans fat, and these are the fats They're used by the food industry to preserve the shelf life of products. Triglycerides, the body converts any calories it doesn't need to use right away into triglycerides, which are stored in your fat cells. Monounsaturated fats, named because they have a single carbon bond in the fat molecule. They're found in things like olives and avocados, linked to improving cholesterol levels and may help insulin and blood sugar control. And then the polyunsaturated, they have a double carbon bond, hence the name poly. They're found mainly in plant food sources and fatty fish. So like your seed oils, salmon, things like that. Impact your cholesterol levels, leading to a decreased risk of cardiovascular disease. They also help with cell development and getting in vitamin E. And polyunsaturated fats provide you with those essential fatty acids that we were talking about earlier. That's your omega-3s and your omega-6s. You might see these in like pill form. So these are your good fats, right? You want to kind of stay away from the trans fats in particular. So like for protein, for fats, for carbohydrates, you've definitely probably heard this before. Shop outside the outside aisles of the supermarket, because all the stuff on the inside, they're pumping in stuff to preserve the shelf life, and so you want to stay away from the preservatives. You want to aim for whole foods, and so that's going to be everything on the outside that has an expiration date. So some fat choices: extra virgin olive oil, olives, avocado. Extra virgin coconut oil, the seeds, so we got almonds, walnuts, cashews. Some good choices: whole omega-3, eggs, some light olive oil, and then the poor choices are hydrogenated oils, trans fat, margarine, mayonnaise.
What's an example of trans fat?
So like, it's gonna be like in the products, like it's not gonna be in particular, but it's gonna be pumped into a product. So that's gonna help preserve the shelf life of those products.
So it'll be on the label.
Yeah, you won't be like, oh, here's trans fat, pick that up.
Got you.
So no more Stover cupcakes.
Yeah.
Make them with olive oil instead of butter, right?
That's right.
Hey.
Very good.
All right, so let's go into like a little bit of the nitty gritty. How do we go about healthy eating? The main thing is habit change. This is what needs to be done to start taking those steps to a healthier lifestyle. Planning and prioritizing. Go through your days and your weeks. Set it up like this is important. This is like a doctor's appointment. Put it into your calendar, whether that's meal prepping or cooking. Sometimes we get really caught up because we live busy lives, but you need to, if you want to make a change, start incorporating the planning and prioritizing. You're gonna start making strides in that area. So definitely put yourself first. I have a thought like, if like my girlfriend here, Chelsea, if I'm not planning and prioritizing myself and putting myself first, or my family, if I'm not putting myself first, they're not gonna get the best version of me. And so I'm doing myself a disservice and I'm doing them a disservice. So that's kind of how I like to think about it. So plan and prioritize, regulate your eating patterns, try and keep like an eating schedule. Like I know I have one of my clients who tends to miss lunch because she's so busy. So what we're doing now is we set a timer. 12 o'clock, the timer rings, we gotta get lunch in. And it's just something that slowly has become a habit for her. We've started incorporating it into her lifestyle, and now she's eating lunch more consistently. Eventually, she won't even need the timer. She's just gonna know 12 o'clock hits, we gotta eat. Match energy intake to your needs and your goals. So whether you wanna lose weight or put on muscle, you gotta make sure you're eating